Hello and welcome aboard, fellow explorer. Whether you're planning your very first cruise or already dreaming of your fifth, there's something magical about stepping into your cabin, that compact, cozy space that becomes your private retreat at sea. If you're the kind of traveler who loves meaningful experiences, values comfort, and wants every detail just right, then this video is for you. Because while cruising promises freedom and fun, your cabin can quietly become the heart of your entire journey, or your biggest frustration. Over the years, I've learned there are simple things many people do, without even realizing, that can spoil the trip, add unexpected fees, or worse, risk your safety. So today, let's uncover 18 things you should never do in your cruise ship cabin, especially if you want smooth sailing from start to finish. And hey, if you enjoy real-world cruise tips that actually make your travels easier, don't forget to subscribe to TravelVibes. Your next adventure might just start here. Number 1. Don't try to set the mood with a real flame. Now I get it. Maybe you packed that calming lavender candle or your favorite incense sticks, hoping to turn your cabin into a floating spa. But let me stop you right there. Cruise ships and open flames go together like sunscreen and leather car seats, a total disaster. One tiny spark in the middle of the ocean? That's not romance. That's a safety drill. And yes, even plug-in oil warmers are a no-go. Instead, do what the seasoned cruisers do. Grab a flameless, battery-operated candle. It gives you the cozy glow without risking a ship-wide panic. Trust me, you'll still get that relaxing vibe, just minus the fire extinguisher. Number 2. Don't turn your balcony into a smoke lounge. Picture this. You're leaning back on your balcony, ocean breeze in your hair, thinking, this is my space. Surely I can enjoy a little puff here. Well, not so fast. Cruise lines may offer luxury, but when it comes to smoking, they don't play around. Even if you booked a private balcony suite with your own little ocean view, lighting up there can still cost you a fine, sometimes up to $500. And yes, that includes vaping too. Designated smoking areas exist for a reason. They're marked, managed, and far away from guests who'd rather breathe in sea air, not secondhand smoke. So if you're cruising from Florida or California and planning to light up, make sure you know where it's allowed, unless you're into surprise charges and grumpy neighbors. Number 3. Don't throw a rock concert in a shoebox. Let's talk volume. Cruise cabins may look cozy and private, but here's the truth most new travelers miss. Those walls are about as thick as a tortilla chip. I once memorized an entire 80s mixtape just by lying in bed while my neighbor blasted it every single night. Great tunes, terrible timing. So whether you're unwinding with your favorite show or jamming to a playlist, please keep it mellow. Use headphones, lower the TV, and maybe skip the midnight karaoke rehearsal. After all, not everyone around you is on the same sleep schedule. Some folks are early risers, others are recovering from their third round at the buffet. And remember, courtesy travels further than noise ever should. Number 4. Don't wage war on the plumbing. Okay, this one might make you squirm a little, but we need to talk toilets. Cruise ship plumbing is, let's just say, delicate. It's not built to handle anything fancy, so if you're someone who likes flushable wipes, makeup pads, or thinks just this once won't hurt, think again. One wrong flush and your private bathroom moment could become a ship-wide plumbing problem. And trust me, explaining to guest services why your neighbor's toilet is bubbling like a volcano isn't on anyone's vacation checklist. Stick to the TP provided. Yes, even if it feels like sandpaper from 1982. Everything else? Use the trash can. It's there for a reason. After all, you booked an ocean view, not a surprise indoor pool. Number 5. Don't give the neighboring ship a free show. Now, I know cruising is all about feeling free. Wind in your hair, no alarm clocks, no shoes, sometimes no clothes. But here's a friendly heads up. If you're walking around your cabin in the buff with the curtains wide open, you might be giving a little more view than you intended. When ships dock in port, they often cozy up side by side like friendly sea turtles. That means your balcony, or even your big glass window, might be just a few feet from someone else's. And let's be honest, nobody booked this cruise hoping to see Uncle Bob from St. Louis toweling off across the rail. So before you strut out of the shower in all your glory, do yourself and your fellow cruisers a favor. Pull the curtains, secure the towel, and save the surprises for the onboard magician. Number 6. Don't invite a hurricane into your cabin. We all love that salty ocean breeze. It's refreshing, it's romantic, until it turns your stateroom into a wind tunnel from a disaster movie. I once left my balcony door open for just a minute, and the breeze knocked over a lamp, slammed the cabin door shut, and scared the flip-flops off the folks next door. Besides giving everyone a jump scare, it messes with the air conditioning big time. Some ships are even wired to cut the AC the second that balcony door opens, meaning your cool, comfy room turns into a tropical sauna. So if you're cruising out of hot spots like Miami or Galveston and hoping to stay chill, do yourself a favor. Soak in the breeze with the door closed and the AC humming happily. Number 7. Don't turn your cabin into an obstacle course. Let's be honest, we all have a little chaos in our packing routine. A shoe here, a backpack there, maybe a suitcase camped out right next to the door like it's guarding the exit. But here's the thing. Cruise cabins are snug. And in an emergency, whether it's a drill, a power outage, or an actual fire, you don't want your flip-flops turning into speed bumps. It might feel harmless to stack your belongings around the cabin, especially after a long day at port. But when seconds matter, a cluttered floor can slow you down more than you'd think. So if you're the kind of traveler who likes to be prepared, and we know many of you watching are, keep a clear path from your bed to the door. Your future self might thank you one day. Number 8. Don't underestimate funky cabin smells. Let's talk about something nobody mentions in the glossy brochures. Cruise cabins don't always smell like a tropical breeze. Especially on older ships, you might catch a whiff of something musty, like a gym sock and a damp towel went on a date and never broke up. Now, the housekeeping crew does an incredible job. Seriously, those folks are miracle workers. But they're not magicians. If you're sensitive to smells or just want your cabin to feel a little more like home, pack a travel-sized air freshener or a spritz of room spray. And if you're sharing your space with a partner, friend, or grandkid, a little bathroom courtesy goes a long way. Trust me, potpourri might be the unsung hero of your entire cruise. Number 9. Don't turn your balcony into a backyard clothesline. Now, I know what you're thinking. The ocean breeze feels like nature's dryer, and after a dip in the pool or a snorkel trip, it's tempting to hang that swimsuit or towel right over the balcony rail. But here's the problem. That same fresh breeze? It's got attitude. One gust, and suddenly your favorite bikini is performing a solo dive into the Caribbean. And no, the cruise line won't fish it out for you. Or forgive the fine if it was a towel. Every cabin has a retractable clothesline in the bathroom. It may not feel glamorous, but it gets the job done without risking a wardrobe disappearance act. So unless you want your undies waving hello to the guests below, let's keep the drying inside the cabin. Number 10. Don't pack your entire home appliance collection. We all love our creature comforts. Your trusty iron, your favorite steamer, maybe even your sacred morning coffee maker. But cruise lines? They love safety just a little more. Appliances like these are big no-nos on board. Why? Because sparks and sea travel don't mix. A forgotten steamer plugged in during a nap could trigger a fire alarm faster than you can say espresso. If you're worried about wrinkled clothes, try this tried-and-true trick. Hang them in the bathroom while you shower. That steam works wonders. Or if you really need crisp collars for formal night, most ships offer pressing services. Sure, it might cost a bit, but not nearly as much as replacing a scorched wall panel. So leave the gadgets at home. You're here to relax, not do laundry. Number 11. Don't fry the ship with the wrong power strip. Look, I get it. We're a plugged-in society. We've got phones, tablets, smartwatches, maybe even a CPAP machine or two humming along while we sleep. But here's the catch. Cruise ships aren't exactly thrilled about your average power strip, especially the kind with surge protectors. Why? Because those little surges can trip the ship's electrical system like a domino line in motion. And trust me, nobody wants to be that passenger who blacked out half the deck trying to charge their electric toothbrush. So before you pack your tech arsenal, make sure your power hub is cruise approved. Or better yet, grab a European adapter. Many cabins have both outlet types waiting for you. Charge smart, sleep easy, and keep the lights on for everyone else. Number 12. Don't treat your cabin like a fast food dumpster. Let's talk about post-snack chaos. That late-night pizza delivery was delicious. The room service coffee? Perfect. But now you've got crusty plates, half-empty cups, and a mystery napkin tower growing on the desk. Yes, your cabin steward is amazing. But here's the deal. They're not a full-time trash wrangler. And when that leftover tuna melt starts mingling with warm cabin air, it's less bon voyage and more what's that smell. So if you've just finished a meal or your trash bin's overflowing, don't wait. Set dishes outside your door. It's totally normal on cruise ships, or call for a quick pickup. Your nose, your cabin mate, and your future self will thank you. Number 13. Don't forget to be kind to the real MVP of your cruise. Now here's something many first-time cruisers overlook. Behind every fresh towel, every perfectly made bed, every mysteriously disappearing trash bag, there's your cabin steward. These folks are the unsung heroes of the high seas. They clean, organize, refresh, and somehow remember your name even when you've forgotten your own after a long day at the buffet. And they do it all with a smile, while managing 20 or more cabins a day. So a little kindness goes a long way. A friendly thank you, a note, even a small treat from port can make their day. Once, I left a handwritten note, and I swear, my towel animal game went from Swan to Cirque du Soleil overnight. Be good to your steward, and your cruise will feel twice as magical. Number 14. Don't mistake souvenirs for complimentary keepsakes. Let's be honest, those fluffy white robes? They're cozy. The towels? Surprisingly soft. And the branded laundry bag? Kinda cute, right? But here's the deal. If it's in your cabin, that doesn't mean it's yours to pack. Cruise lines keep track of every towel, robe, and even those little room amenities. And yes, they know exactly what's missing when you leave. One guest I met thought she was taking home a free memory in the form of a bathrobe. She ended up with a $75 surprise charge on her final bill, and no, they didn't wrap it up in a gift bag. Stick to taking photos, not bath linens. Your credit card will thank you, and your suitcase will be a lot lighter too. Number 15. Don't decorate like it's a dorm room. I get it. You're celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, or maybe just the fact that you're not doing laundry this week. So, you grab the tape, slap up a banner, and oops, that cheerful sign just ripped the paint off the cabin door. True story. I tried it once, and let's just say that banner cost more than the birthday dinner. Here's the fix. Magnets. Cruise cabin doors are usually metal, which means magnetic hooks, clips, and even photo frames stick like a charm. No damage, no fines, just festive flair that doesn't leave a trace. So go ahead and decorate. Just do it like a cruise pro. Number 16. Don't turn your cabin into an echo chamber. Cruise cabins are many things. Cozy, efficient, charming, but soundproof? Not even close. You don't need to shout from the bed to the bathroom like you're on opposite ends of a football field. Trust me, your voice carries. And not just through your own room. Your neighbors on both sides probably caught the entire play-by-play of your "Where's my sunscreen" drama. Whether you're traveling with your partner, grandkids, or best friend from college, a soft voice keeps the peace. It also helps everyone enjoy that relaxing, ocean-soothing vibe they came for. So save the volume for karaoke night and keep it calm in the cabin. Number 17. Don't feed the ocean your trash, even if it's natural. Now this one might surprise you. You peel a banana on your balcony, think, hey, it's biodegradable, and toss the peel overboard with the breeze. But here's the catch. Literally, that innocent fruit peel can get you in big trouble. Cruise ships operate under strict environmental regulations, and anything thrown into the sea, even something organic, is considered pollution. You might not see a fine immediately, but cameras are watching, and so is the crew. So whether it's a napkin, a bottle cap, or a leftover lime wedge from your margarita, keep it out of the water. The ocean carries us, feeds us, inspires us. The least we can do is treat it with respect. Number 18. Don't assume your cabin is a private sound booth. Let me break it to you gently. Your cruise cabin isn't soundproof, not even close. I once had a neighbor rehearse for karaoke night every single afternoon, and I mean full Whitney Houston level belting. Bold? Yes. Private? Absolutely not. Whether you're on a quick call home, sharing a heartfelt conversation, or enjoying a romantic moment, remember this simple truth. If you can hear them, they can hear you. Cabin walls are thin. Like, whisper and your neighbor knows what you had for lunch, thin. So if you're the kind of traveler who values privacy, use those inside voices. Save the high notes for the stage and let everyone else nap in peace. Your cruise cabin isn't just a room, it's your compass at sea. It's where mornings begin with soft light and the promise of adventure, where laughter echoes after excursions, where you find stillness in a world that's always moving. So treat it not just as a place to stay, but as part of the journey itself. Because smart cruising isn't about splurging or showing off, it's about knowing what matters. Comfort, courtesy, calm. And the truth is, when you care for your cabin, your cruise cares for you right back. So here's to those quiet corners, to thoughtful choices, and to travelers who know the secret, that the smallest habits often shape the biggest memories. If this helped you plan a smoother voyage, give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe to TravelVibes, where seasoned tips meet soulful journeys. Tell us below, what's the one thing you always do to make your cabin feel like home? Until then, smooth seas, kind skies, and see you on deck, friend.